Good morning and happy Monday to everybody. This is Mornings with Michael, brought to you for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. I left out a couple of screens on yesterday's weekend update, so I'm going to share my screen here. Interesting, these train derailments keep happening. Yesterday, there was a train in Montana, derailed 25 cars, spilling unconfirmed contents. First responders say there's no danger to the public. Why do these keep on happening? That's a big question. And then this chart here, unemployment rate just crossed back above its 12-month moving average, which historically has been a reliable indicator that you're on the doorstep of a recession. Here we can see it's crossing at 3.6 U.S. unemployment rate total, labor in force, seasonally adjusted mid-price at 3.6. Stop the screen here. I'll go right here and let's move in today. Well, oil was up yesterday about 8% as there's going to be a cut in rates. So looks like this is where we left off on Friday, and here's where we jump to. Big gap up. So we'll have to see if this at some point fills the gap or if it continues stronger. Energy has gapped up as well. Here we are on energy, and the drillers and exporters has gapped up as well. So how did that move to our not too bad of a pullback in the technology sector? Our home builders, take a look at them. They remain slightly up today. Got two different ETFs for the home builders. And this one's pulling back slightly at 5 cents. Our dollar index continues to pull back. The BRICS nations promising to decouple from the petrodollar. So let's see how that affects gold. Gold has popped up about 0.5% today. Silver had a little bit of a pullback, not too bad. Take a look at copper. Copper is up. Look at metals and mining, continues its recovery. Tech software, it's got a little bit of a pullback. And let's look at our 0TNX yields on the 10-year, pulling back quite a bit here, even though we got an inflation concern with the oil prices coming back up. The 20-year yield pulling back as well. And let's look at our 1 to 3 year bonds. Oh, interesting. The bonds are pulling back, so the yield is up slightly on the 1 to 3 year bonds. Communications, we got a slight pullback there. So let's take a look what's moving in our markets today. Technoglass is up strongly. It's actually gapped up here this morning. Take a look at what else is really moving here. SMCI is up slightly. A lot of oil stocks are moving up today. B9 really gapped up here. I'll have to figure out what that is because the earnings aren't due for 37 days. Life storage is gapped up as well, up a little close to 3%. Canadian miner Tech Resources is up 17% this morning. So we'll have to check further into those two, see what's going on there. We have another storage company. It's up slightly, up close to 4%. We got a little freezing going on our chart. Also up is BP. As we got a little spinning action going on. So our Microsoft Edge had a little hiccup here. So we're back live, and we got BP is gapping up. Yeah, we have a little bit of an issue with our Microsoft Edge. We'll see if we go to another program. So we'll see if our Microsoft Edge will comply right now, but we'll another strong performer is Schlumberger, gapping up. Tidewater is gapping up. It's up about 8%. Wayfair is an accident to come up here. Total Energy is up a little over 6%. The financial services in China is on the list as well. Up slightly. Alliance Resources actually up 2%. Solar Edge is up 1%. Canadian Solar keeps bouncing around. Can't decide if it's wants to be above 40 or below 40. And we'll look at one other oil and gas, Ranger Oil is up a little over 5%. And then we'll take a look at what's down in price today. Cendus Pharmaceutical is down 41%. Big merger in the wrestling world is merging with the another fighting group. They're down 5% on that news. First Trust Cloud Computing is down just a little over 1%, and our tanker TR Form continues to fall, down about 10%. I guess they feel that oil and gas companies aren't going to store as much oil offshore now that the prices have stabilized. Stratasys is pulling back a little bit out on their move. AI, which was a big mover on Friday, is pulling. Oh, it's recovered here, actually. It had pulled back and now it is totally recovered. Take a look at Air Test Systems. And they continue down big today, although they have recovered somewhat. They were down in the 30 area. They're recovering this morning. We'll just see how that stabilizes. So that's a look at our winners and losers and some of our ETFs that are moving this morning. Inflation continues to rear its head. The dollar continues to retreat. Gold and silver remain strong. Copper as well. Bitcoin continues its pullback. It pulled back both Saturday and Sunday. And look, Ethereum is doing in kind. So there's a look at our markets. This has been Mornings with Michael, intended for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Hope everybody has a great start to their week on beautiful Monday. And everybody keep shooting for their goals and their activities, and you'll get to where you need to be.